Ruby!
Yeah? Oh. Hi, on today's show, we have, Luke Goss and June Whitfield and...
Somebody in there.
Luke Goss.
Oh, shit. No, if I go with lipstick?
No, you can't see the lipstick. We have to talk some more. Okay. Nothing makes that man happier than a little deposit in his hand. Rob works for me. Hello, welcome to the show, I have to say to you at home, because you're watching. And to you here, I don't know if you know what the theme of today's show is. We'll be delving into this a little bit. I know that I and many of my girlfriends seem to find that, well, what's the word for it? People of the lighter persuasion. Gay puffs, yeah. Seem to be working out as our very, well, actually our closest friends. I don't know if anybody else has that experience here. Does it? Any girls here? You know, this is the new confidant, isn't it? Well, it's the only thing left. It's the final frontier. Anybody else have that sensation here? Any girls with a guy here that they're not stooping? Anybody? You? Are you a couple? And you're a gay person?
Yeah, I'm a gay person. He's my GBF.
What does that mean?
Gay best friend.
Gay best friend. We have initials for it now. And what, I mean, did you ever try to make like a straight guy your best friend?
I did when I was at college.
And does it ever work, or do they jump on you?
There's always this undercurrent. There's always a sexual tension.
Yeah. And you know what, does it make you less funny? Because I always find, like, when there's a little bit of a sexual, I'm not that funny anymore. You know, they ruin my rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
He's so much funnier than me.
And would you, in an ideal world, want to live forever with this man? Because I did. Would you? If it's a best friend, what else would you need?
I would need my fiancé. Definitely.
Oh, you have a fiancé?
Oh, yes.
Does your fiancé make you laugh as much as him? Be honest.
To be honest?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He is, right.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I find it interesting that maybe these kind of like new family units of the future is you have the man that makes you laugh, which I think is more important than sex. Do you agree with me, or what?
50-50.
But when you're older and maybe the sexual thing goes down, you'll need to laugh more because life will be that much more disgusting. Don't you think? So I think for long-term insurance, it's better to hold up. If one of them was going to...
Ruby, this guy goes with me everywhere. Yeah. He's with me forever.
He's going on the honeymoon?
He's certainly coming to my hen night.
Oh, I'm sure. But on the honeymoon, would you like to take him, like, in case you get short on laughs? You know, once you're out of bed. Once you're out of bed.
Well, I'll certainly be calling him every day.
I'm sure. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic relationship with the new husband, I can just tell. Anybody else? Nobody's talking now. I hope later in the show you become... What's that thing on your head?
Tiara.
A tiara, of course. There's many interesting fashion accessories here today. I can't help but swing. What possessed you this morning when you got up? Did you like a chicken in drag running across the floor? And you just cut its little thing?
I have a whole series of them, and I just wear a different one every day.
Right. And why just the top of your head? I mean, you know, you didn't dress anything.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
What look are we going for? In a nutshell.
Lipizzano.
Lipizzano. It's a Vegas thing going on up there.
I guess.
Yeah.
I've never been to Vegas, but I guess it is.
Believe me, you wouldn't stand out. Anybody else have some weird accessory on? Here's a man who I think who's using my show to pull. Here, where's the guy there? When you got up this morning, you thought, you've got beautiful legs, let's show them on the show. What did you think?
Well, it was just my bruise I wanted to show you.
Oh, you wanted to show them. And what is that bruise from? Be honest.
Rugby. We're the rugby team.
So you're rugby team?
Yes.
Oh, right.
So we played on Saturday, and that's what this is from.
And it's a kind of a butch thing you're wearing there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
colour coordinated.
A butch accessory.
Blue.
It's a gay rugby team?
Yes.
Yeah. So bruises mean just as much to you, do they?
Yeah.
Right. And is it a kind of... Do you mind me asking, because it's my show? Is it kind of, you know, it's like Women in Love, except it's men now. It's kind of an erotic thing seeing other guys, if you're into other guys, and they're running around in those little shorts, because from the sidelines as a woman, it's pretty exciting. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So how do you play rugby and not just pick each other up and go off?
Just do that.
Do you ever, like, finish a game, or just just ends like 15 minutes in.
I think personally, from my perspective, I want to impress them.
Yes.
And the way to impress them is to play well.
Right.
So, and that's to play properly and to
Handling
play
of the ball.
Yeah. It's everything.
Is one of these your boyfriend?
No.
Oh, right. You didn't bring them. These are just friends.
These are other team players.
And is your best friend a girl?
I've got lots of female friends, and yeah, they do tell me their secrets and all that. But it's quite a responsibility, you know.
Yeah. And do you give advice?
I can sympathise with both points of view.
Right.
I try and relate it.
You span both markets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to.
You got a lot of testosterone in you, you know. Okay, just sit. Let's get back to the show. Okay, now I'm just going to introduce my very straight co-host today. Please welcome Luke Goss. Hi, Luke.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. All right. Inner leg length. No, he was saying he's just been on tour talking to 500. How many interviews did you do a day?
700 in 2 weeks.
And I said, what was the most common question? And you said?
What did I say?
You said inner leg measurement.
Oh, yeah, that's right, inner leg measurement.
And I think we'd like to know. He thought I'd go, what a shallow
It
question.
depends if you're on your knees or not.
That's true. Did you meet the rugby team over here?
Hey, chaps, how are you? I used to be in rugby, actually. Believe it or not, for a skinny guy, second row. And I was just saying, do you guys find that the scrum twist, because you know when you grab like this? Like, is someone having a bit too much fun for... Oh, yes? So it's a tough job for you, then.
Wait a minute, we need a demonstration of this. Stand up. What was the grab?
Oh, yeah, okay, you're the front, so you're
I'm
this.
scrum.
So you're like this.
Show this at 10 in the morning. I'm scrum.
Talk us through it, so
This
we're
is
here, we're
rugby,
locked in here,
in
right?
case you've just switched on.
Shouldn't it? We need the other prop there.
There'd be other guys here.
Right.
And I would go here.
Yep.
Oh, I love this game. And what do you do?
So I'll be in.
Yeah, you'll
Watch
be in
my
there.
shoulder,
And
right
I-
on his butt.
And this is where I sing Moon River.
See, arm right underneath.
And where does the ball come in?
Yeah.
Baby.
This is fabulous. I love this.
I'm
Okay.
ready to push.
That's fantastic.
There you
Thank
go.
you very much. That covers everything.
I'm gonna find as many ways as I can to incorporate, you know, groping you through the show.
Listen, and if you just want to lie on top of me through the show too, that's fine too. You have many girlfriends. But
Yes.
when your eyes lock, you are unable to speak. So it's very difficult for women to have straight men as friends, especially when they're attractive.
I think, you know what, I think you can have really good female friends. Most of my friends are females because you get the same kind of discussion you can have with a guy, but it does reach that point, that some moment where your eyes lock and you have a couple of seconds where you both know you're digging each other. And it gets like a saucy kind of moment, and you both know what you're thinking, and you have a choice, you either go forward or you let it go.
Yeah.
And as a non-single chap, I have to let it go most of the time. But then I go into my room and beat myself with a blunt object.
Okay, well there we have. He's out of the closet on that one. And now he's made a movie because we got to talk about the movie.
Oh, we have to?
We'll get that out of the way because we got a little clip because I haven't seen the movie and it's Blade 2, and it's made how much money?
Over 100 million so far.
100 million. He's a movie star now. Did you know that? With Wesley
Don't
Snipes.
believe the hype.
And now let's see a little bit of a clip.
You won't be so bad, Blade. Here I am. Why kill me? You and I, we have the same enemy. We want the same thing.
You notice I pulled some of those moves earlier with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was
Earlier.
Oh, yeah.
We won't show that. We have no clips of what goes on before the show. Now, you were in Broth,
Okay.
so we want to know what happened to that.
You know, it was
And
5
was it
years of
fun at all? Because it looks like just a one bitch from one side to the other. So
It does come across that way, and
It
for
does
me,
come
it had
across.
its moments of being a big old bitch, but it was, it was fun. It was 5 years of mayhem, and I was like an 18-year-old kid. And it was really good fun at first, and then you see the world and you're inspired, and sometimes you're infuriated by things. For me personally, I can't speak for my brother or Craig, and I just found myself hugely quenched and very suffocated by my success, because the success I had was bubble gum. So
Yeah, but at 18 you must have gotten off on it a little bit.
Oh, definitely for the
It's
first
like
2 or
being
3
let loose
years.
in a candy shop.
The 5 years with the whole time. The first 2 or 3 years, well, it was like, I was from Southeast London, private jets, Learjets,
Suddenly.
helicopters, yachts, and you'd go to a country that you've never been to before.
So
like
what's
Australia.
wrong with that?
It's great. But you know the worst thing is I've been with the same girl now for 15 years, and I met her just before I had a hit. And the last thing you want to do before you have a hit record is to fall in love, because you want to get laid every single night of the week. And
couldn't you just say, listen, come back to me in a few years, I've got your name,
I tried that.
I've got your phone number.
I tried that, but I kept missing it. But you really don't want to meet somebody just before starting, because you want to enjoy that. Because I'd walked into a hotel room once in Italy, and there was this girl on the bed with these stockings and suspenders and nothing else. And I just remember thinking to myself, this is what I wanted it to be. And so,
was she in the right room?
She was in.
They're just there, like they're part of. Like we get soap and towels. You got that?
Absolutely. Well, soap and towels come in handy afterwards.
Yeah.
But you know that.
I knew that. What's he talking about?
That's why I love This Is a Great Show to be on. You can just be so inappropriate, can't you?
Totally inappropriate. And when you're appropriate, you're asked to leave.
Out.
But just let me ask you: did you feel used by these girls?
No, I would have loved to have been used by these girls. But it was just, in reality, it's not as sexy as when someone knows you and has a taste of you.
Yeah.
No pun intended, but
like me.
Yes.
I understand you.
We do now. You need to.
I need to audition them, otherwise could get anybody on the show. So that's the good news.
Yeah.
All right. And then where'd you meet the wife?
She was doing backing vocals on my first album.
And the wife was older.
Yeah, she's.
I love you
like
for
older,
that.
as you now know.
Yes. It's so important, I think.
Yeah, I do, because you know what
so
you want.
You can remove
girls,
their teeth
you?
when they're much older. And no. What's the attraction of this one that you didn't see? Kind of popping up in every city that you.
It was kind of weird. At that age, I was always into older ladies, because she was 9 years older than me. And the thing is about older women, it's just that they kind of know what they want, and it's more direct, it's more candid, it's much more sexy.
Did she make a play for you? Did you make a play for her?
I made a play for her, but she was an old woman. She kind of dragged me into a room, as she should.
Right. And then did the manager say, ditch this woman?
He did. But he put it in a way that wasn't it was very eloquent, but it was very to the point, and it was
dumper.
It was he said dumper, but he said it was a bit slightly more sinister than that, and he was quite offensive towards us. So I ran across the room at great speed and put my hand around his throat and put him against the wall.
You sort of rebelled against
them, so then I didn't get the chance to
play
have
around.
Fun around.
You will when you're senile.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'm going to be a real lecherous old geezer. I hope so.
Yeah, I can feel you're going that way.
Yeah, you.
So why did the whole thing actually fall apart?
Why I left the band, you mean?
Yeah. Well, why did it break up?
I just left. I just had enough. The day before, it sounds like a contradiction, but the day before I would have been like, there's no way I'm leaving this band. I'm going to stick with this. But then I woke up and I just thought, this is just so not me anymore. I hate it. And I didn't know what to do, and I left, and it was like a scary time. It was kind of like a void being put into a vacuum, because our schedule was so crazy, and then it truly was like a vacuous place to live in. So then I got into weed. I smoked weed every day and drank quite a bit, and just took the edge off the day. And it worked splendidly.
By yourself?
Yeah.
So how do you pull out of that?
I think you look in the mirror one day, and one day you either...
I knew the mirror came in.
You either, exactly, you think it doesn't affect you, or you look at yourself, you think, what's happening, what have I become? And I didn't like it. I thought, Gossy boy, get yourself back on track. And I did from that point. So I took some roles in some rep theatre and things like that, things I necessarily wouldn't want to do. The first day in rep theatre I had more camaraderie, more friendship, more fun in one day with my peers than I had in 5 years of being in Bros.
Right.
And I knew at that point that that's what I should be doing.
I don't think I could make a comeback like you. You know what I mean? Once you're knocked down that badly.
Have you ever been knocked down?
No, not that badly. I didn't lock myself in a room and smoke weed.
So there's going down and being knocked down, two completely
parties
different things.
What?
I said there's going down and being knocked down, two completely different things.
Yeah, I've never been that bad. No, I haven't lost great success. I've kept it on an even keel. Actually, now I'm starting to dance. Gradually. Which I'm writing a book about. So then, how'd you get this? Then you got into Grease.
The musical, yeah.
With Danny Zuko in the West End. But
yeah.
How do you do it 2,000 times without losing your mind?
You lose your mind.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Do you eventually get on stage and go, I don't know what I'm talking I don't know where I am.
You know what happens? That's when you forget lines. It's not
Who
when
am
you're
I?
nervous. It's you get so comfortable with the show that you're suddenly thinking about where you're going to eat later, which you shouldn't do. And then you look at the audience, you're like... and then and those 3 or 4 seconds that you're doing your bottom lip seem like an eternity.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's just the repetition is mind-numbing at times.
And you're not making any money.
Have you done?
I was in the Royal Shakespeare Company. Some of you may recognize me from my Japanetta. And then I did go to LA just like you did, but I didn't become a movie star. So what did you do? Who did you meet?
I'll give you the numbers when we finish this.
They won't help.
No, they do.
No, I mean, because you're good looking.
You know how desired you are by so many men
Tell us.
around the world.
I think
what
we
it
can
is,
take a few moments. Don't always cut it out of the show.
I think what it is that people wouldn't think they'd have to twist your arm, Ruby. I think
They
they would
wouldn't
like
have
you
to
to
twist me,
be
just
you're
tape me
kind of a
up.
naughty girl.
Tape me up. Anyway, then we just want to know, how did you get this gig? Like, is this, I mean, and you're in more movies. This isn't the only
Yes,
film.
this was the second I did with Wesley Snipes.
Why does Wesley like you so much?
Because,
Remember the theme of the show? And Wesley said, you have it in you.
yes,
Yeah.
he did.
That's why I love this show, the subtlety. Are you in a sitcom in America?
Not that I'm aware
Are you
of.
going to go into this world if they ask you to be in that?
I don't want to do TV.
You
really.
want to do movies?
Yeah, because I've got a few lined up, and it's very hard to get into film, and I feel quite blessed to be in.
You're in
it. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with that for a while. He says.
Yeah. And then what ultimately do you want to do?
I just want to. You know what? Longevity is something that is. I mean, the thing I try and sustain is success, and I've truly flirted with failure, and you have to try and. The thing to sustain is success. And then the peripheral is fame and all the fun bits and the toys, as you say, it comes as a result of that. Again, no pun
So what's the
intended.
buzz?
The what?
The buzz.
The buzz is, surviving is a buzz.
Right.
And I'm kind of boyishly excited about it, you know? So just to stick around, it's a buzz to stick around.
Will you stick around here while I do the show and stay boyishly excited?
I can't be near you and not be
No,
boyishly excited.
you'll come over and sit next to me, and now we'll go on with the show. But thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.
My assistant. Okay, all right. Speaking of gay icons, please welcome the biggest, Christopher Biggins.
Hi there, Christine.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you know what our theme is today?
No, what is this?
Our theme is why women feel more comfortable, as a best friend with men of the homosexual persuasion.
A certain persuasion. Well,
certain
I
persuasion.
tell you, I think, because I have a lot of girlfriends.
And why do you, more girlfriends than
Boyfriends?
male friends? Well, not people you penetrate, no.
There's a sort of balance.
People that you feel more comfortable, which sex do you go to?
Women, funnily enough.
Right,
I mean, if women had penises, it'd be fine. I would be very, very happy. It would be sort of...
And
you know what I
Luke?
mean? There's a sort of... and also, no, you said no.
Yeah, he said no, straight shooter.
Funny that. But, I think because there's a great empathy with women, which is terrific. Also, women like gay men because they're not going to be touched up. Then there's no problem of them interfering with them sexually, so they can get down to other things.
And let's say, like with Joan.
Joan Collins,
Which,
yes.
Now, Joan does like to get touched up quite a lot. Oh, there you are.
Yes.
So why would she choose you? Why would she even take airtime to be with somebody who wasn't? I mean, she's a sensual creature.
She is, but then she finds her sensuality in other men, heterosexual men, who can service her in all that sort of way.
Right.
But I think that sometimes...
What hours would you fit in?
Well, I think I would fit in the hours of going to parties, perhaps, which the partner or the husband might not want to go to, or first nights and things, where she's comfortable.
You're a walker.
I'm a walker.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes.
I'm glad you're
If
out.
ever you want me to walk
with
you...
I walk alone.
I have heard.
Clearly, you're more amusing than most of, the straight men that she's with.
Well, yes.
Is there ever a frisson between the straight guy and you? I mean,
No, never has been.
Right.
She's very flirtatious, though, isn't she?
Oh, she is.
She's very effortlessly flirtatious, not in a, overly done way, but her eyes are very flirtatious.
Yeah. Well, she's a sexual animal.
She is. She likes men.
She loves men.
She loves men. But I think there are times when she doesn't want to be constantly pawed at by a man, say, and that's when someone like myself can fit in rather nicely.
And is it from the outside superficial, or does sometimes that you're used as the ear of, let's say, you know, the more intimate confidant?
No, I mean, I have secrets inside me which would never go.
If we tortured you and put electrodes on your private parts.
Probably yes. No, and I might enjoy that. But I think the thing is that, you know, there are things that I would never tell, and people do confide in me, men and women, but mainly women. I go along to girly lunches, which I love. The gossip.
Which girly, tell me the table plan.
Well, there could be Joan, and there's a great girlfriend of mine called Jeannie Mandry, who is lovely, and there's Susan Johns. I mean, these are all sort of people you wouldn't know. Shakira Kane, I've been known to go to a girly lunch of hers.
She's gorgeous.
She is beautiful.
Oh,
really beautiful. But the thing is, I think, once again...
And do you have to... Do you always feel like, I have to perform now?
Well,
or you don't mind?
I don't mind. That's what I love performing. I mean, it's great fun.
You don't feel used by these women?
No, used and abused.
Yeah.
No, never.
And when, let's say, because you have quite, considering, your career as an actor, an extravagant lifestyle.
Yes.
Could we see the boat you've just been on?
Yes, and this is a little...
He has very
boat.
Either that or he's insane and he just stole a postcard and he's very lonely.
No, I mean, I'm very lucky.
What's the deal? The woman says, I want him on that cruise, or...
Yes, I tell you what, I think what it is because I'm very outgoing and I'm outrageous and funny, hopefully I'm funny, I think people like to have someone around like me who, other than someone who's going to be rather boring. And so I do get lots of wonderful invitations.
And do you ever feel like, when they're paying for lunch and you're
Yes.
not paying, how does it work? Like, what's the code?
Do
you know what I mean? Like at the end.
Joking now. I tell you what, it is, I know a lot of very rich people, and they know exactly that I'm a working actor, and I don't earn the sort of money they do. But first of all, when we went with some friends to Italy, Sardinia, and lunches were there were like 12 people, and lunches were £2,000. And I thought, how can I repay
Do you even
this?
reach for the pocket?
No, because I thought, but what we decided we would do is we would pay for a round of drinks at the Cala de Volpe. Now, the Cala de Volpe is this amazing hotel which the Aga Khan built. And we reckoned a round of drinks would be about £400. So we thought, well, we'll take, the moment, gingerly put across the credit card, and our host said, no, you take us out when we're in London, which is, people are very...
You make sure they never come to London. And then you're suddenly strangely in Portugal.
But they are, I think a lot of rich people, too, have no comprehension of poverty. Do you know what I mean? Or even, I'm not saying I'm poor, but I mean other people's incomes, But they are, certain people are very, very generous. And
you make sure that they stay in the address book.
Absolutely. They always get that Christmas card.
Who do you confide in, though?
Yes.
Who do you confide in?
That's a very good question. I have the two girlfriends I mentioned with Joan. I confide in them. I confide in my partner. And there are one or two male friends, too, I would confide in.
Is it like with you and another man, do you find yourself going beyond the realms of confiding and it being somewhat kind of the chemistry kicking in?
You mean something more?
Yeah, is that why you prefer maybe confiding in women?
Well, I get really excited when I open a magazine and David Beckham's there.
There's a wonderful David Beckham.
There's a wonderful magazine at the moment which has got him half naked. I think he's a very attractive man.
Would you get excited by this picture of, this is Luke as a pinup?
Yeah, that's very good.
That's very good.
Is that your own body, Luke?
It was then.
Fabulous, look at that. What's that you're holding in your left?
What is that? It's a towel.
It's a towel, oh, lovely.
Cigar, the phallic suggestion.
That's amazing. That doesn't even look like you. What were you thinking in that picture?
I was thinking...
Hide the genitals.
No, I wasn't actually thinking, because you know what, in Cosmo, a lot of the guys, they lay on their front or they turn completely the way and look over their shoulder. It doesn't seem particularly saucy to me. That was more like, is it gonna happen? It's like it was deliberately meant to just... And also, you can't try and be sexy as a man, because that's incredibly unsexy, I think.
How do you be
That's
sexy
why I was
as a
laughing.
man?
I think you have to... You're either found sexy or you're not found sexy. I think that you're kind of at the mercy of what you are as a man. If a woman finds you sexy, then so be it. But I think to try and be sexy, you see some guy giving it the full pout and lip gloss, and they need to slap round the side of their head.
Everything he says is right. Everything he says.
When I come back as something else, I want to come back with that body.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with how I am, but unless you've got a body like that, why worry?
Couldn't you carve it into that? If you got it...
Well,
it's somebody put a hose pipe. You know, they can do wonderful things
I know,
with
but a friend of
liposuction.
mine has had the most terrible time. He had this liposuction.
Well, there's always one, but out of one, there's 10,000 people that can be sucked into that shape.
I know.
And there's a whole audience here to do it for you.
Fantastic.
And I think I might enjoy it.
How many people do you know that are very rich and very happy?
Oh, that's a very good question.
That's
There's
why
a
I'm
good
here.
Yeah. There are a few, but not many. Money doesn't buy you everything.
No, that's why they have to hire you to come on.
Absolutely,
It's
the
true.
jester.
Yeah, it's true. And do you see yourself ambitious-wise? What would you like?
Well, I love...
Or is now the taste for a good life
No.
sort of exceeded?
Listen, the good life is fabulous, but it really is a bonus. I would like to do more directing. I would like to do some producing. I think sadly, the acting side and the presenting side and all the other side is very, very strange now. I don't think it really works as well as it used to. I mean, I'm not saying...
Never say that.
No.
No, never say that, because it just shows you're bitter.
No, I'm not bitter, but I think I could do something more.
Yes.
You
Well, we
know.
all do.
Yes.
We hope you do in the future. But please invite me on the next cruise.
You will be there,
All
Ruby.
right, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
My next guest is, to me, the funniest writer I have ever read in my life. This man is a genius. His name is David Sedaris. He wrote Me Talk Pretty One Day, Naked, and Holidays on Ice. David Sedaris. Oh, your books are selling well. The first one, Me Talk Pretty One Day, why is it called that?
I moved to France 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and I enrolled in a international school that's supposed to teach you the language. And the problem when you go to a school like that is that you're in class with Koreans and Chinese people and people from Argentina, and that's fine, but you just learn from each other's mistakes. And so that was somebody in class one day, we were just discouraged, and someone said, much work, and one day you talk pretty. So that was what I called the book.
And I thought it was because, you had a kind of a speech impediment when you were growing up?
I think I still do, don't I?
A little
I
bit.
had,
we don't notice it.
when I was in the United States anyway, they round up, they figure out, like in second grade, who the homosexuals are, and they take you to a concrete room deep within the bowels of the school, and they try to get you to stop lisping.
Right.
What they
How
do
did
is
they
they
stop you?
teach you to, let's see, like you would say, Sally, Sunshine, Philly, but you put your tongue, which makes it sound even worse than a lisp.
Yeah.
But it worked on some people, but it worked on, like the people it worked on became butch homosexuals, and everybody else,
Yeah.
Maybe you're born with your legs short, maybe you lisp, maybe your heart's outside of your body, but it's going to be something.
Yeah.
But that was just my family's attitude, like
He was
big
a
deal,
disapproving
really.
person, your father. Like, nothing was good enough. Like,
Yeah, not like they wouldn't make a movie of him. I mean, he didn't lock people up or anything, but he was just, just normal that way, I think.
but he said, your sisters had to be beautiful. So there was a pressure. Like, the guys could look like...
He's obsessed with my sister's weight. Like,
Yeah.
my brother's smaller than I am, and he just gained 70 pounds. And so it looks like, it's one of those things where the neck is the first thing to go. So it looks like his head is just balancing directly upon his shoulders, and that is fine. But my brother got married, and my father called his daughter-in-law-to-be 2 days before the wedding and said, "Kathy, you're fat. Now, you don't have to do anything about it today, but after the wedding, I've got some ideas on how you can lose some of that weight." And we were like, "Dad, what about Paul?" But no, it doesn't matter if you're a guy, but he is obsessed with my sister's weight. Obsessed
What about,
with it.
Amy was the one that got the fat suit?
Yeah, my father has always, he's always so proud of Amy, she's always so slim and so beautiful, and she and I were living in New York at the time, and we went home for Christmas, and she got one of those fatty suits, like they have for stage, but she just couldn't afford the whole thing, so she got the bottoms, and so her ass was huge, and she wore them with these really tight sweatpants, so you could see every dimple in her ass, and my father just went nuts. And she wore it for 4 days.
Oh.
She didn't take it off the entire time she was there.
What a good girl.
Yeah. Is she in New York?
hmm
You were talking about, like, you know, how New York's now different after September 11th.
Well, when I was there the last time, there was in the airport, there was a patriotic boutique. And it said, patriotic items half price. And that was pretty much summed it all up. Like, when you went last October, like everything, it was like this rampant, exhausting patriotism, and now it's half price. You know, it's still, tourism, especially there, is down.
Where's your
In
favorite
New York.
place on your tours? Like, where do you love to go?
To me, it's just all about a hotel. That's all. Because I go to a town and I don't really see it, and I don't really want to. I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time. So to me, it's just like a Holiday Inn in Laramie, Wyoming is a cold and sad place to be.
Yeah.
Like Santa Fe, they gave me a nice hotel. And it was like if someone put you in the trunk of a car and then they opened the trunk days later, you would say, oh, I'm in Santa Fe. Because it's rare for an American town to look
like anything outside of a Starbucks.
And there everything looks like it was made out of mud.
Your father, you know, what you write about in the book. Didn't he heckle you once when you were a performance artist?
Yeah, but I really sort of deserved it. I was just the worst sort of, I wanted to be an artist, and I have no talent whatsoever.
It said you had your blue period when you were 14.
Well, if you have no talent, then you just become a performance artist. So that's what I did, and it was just the worst sort of crap. You know, you wear goggles and you pour BBs into a tall rubber boot, and cutting my hair with garden shears. And my father was in the audience, and I'm doing this, and I was just whacked out on speed, like completely. Like, this was profound what I was doing. So I was cutting my hair with these garden shears, and my father says, "Hey pal, what do you charge for a shave?" Like, he thinks he's really funny. And he heckled me the entire time I was doing the performance.
God.
And then afterwards, the director said, that was a great idea involving your father.
And do you have, bringing it back to the theme of the show, who's your best friend?
Who's my best friend? A woman named Veronica Riedrich.
Right. And what's your relationship? What did she tell you? What do you tell her?
Everything.
Yeah. And why a woman?
I don't know. I mean, I don't go out of my way to necessarily
But you feel like straight guys make you feel what? They're not threatened by you.
I just feel inferior when I'm with them.
Even though you're a successful writer, don't you go, you know how many copies I sold?
No, I think that inherently they either think that they're better than I am, or inherently they are better than I am, or there's something there.
That you're missing something?
I just feel like if we got in a fight, they'd win.
Oh, yeah, there's no, well, there you go.
Yeah.
We've learned a lesson. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you. We were talking about your best friend being gay. Well, sometimes it goes beyond that. And you married that best friend. So, as I myself have done. And sometimes it works and sometimes it hideously goes wrong. But in this case, Nick and Yvonne, he was your best friend?
Yes.
He was. From what age?
When we were at catering college at sort of 17.
Right. And then you fell in love?
Yeah.
Yes. And you had no idea that, well, Nick had no idea.
I had no idea.
No idea that you were gay?
No.
It never dawned on you at all that you're at a catering college? No.
No, I just didn't think. I met Yvonne and I fell in love with Yvonne.
Right.
So I married her because that's what you did.
And then how many years were you married and then it...
4.
4. And so how does it kind of dawn on you? Like, do you have dreams? Or how does it, you know, because I find it remarkable because I always think, you'd know your proclivity young. Or maybe you don't, clearly.
No, I knew that I could see an attractive man walking down the street.
Yeah.
But then I was programmed to fall in love with a woman, and I fell in love with Yvonne.
Right, and did you love her physically?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he did it all right? I mean, he knew what he was doing?
No hesitation.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes.
But actually, he was the first man that you ever slept with.
Yeah.
So there's no comparison. No. I think it's so important to tell
feeling good for a moment.
No, don't feel too good. It'll just plummet. So then you start to see men and you think, ooh, I wonder, or how does that work?
No, then she kicked me out.
Because? Why'd you kick him out
surplus
suddenly?
requirement.
I think he needed more than just me and Luke. And I needed more than just him and Luke. So
did you suddenly go out and pick up somebody? One day?
No, I was just introduced to a friend.
Right.
And it sort of
And
happened.
then you knew right away.
Mm.
Right. And then did you have to break the news to her?
No. Well, I did years later.
Right.
A long time after we were married.
And do you think, where was my brain?
Where was hers?
Where was hers? Because I would know.
No, I don't regret anything I've done, because I've got a great friend and a great son.
Yeah, so you're best friends now.
Mm.
Well, that's good. And have you been with men since the breakup?
Yes.
And what do men bring to the table that he... I mean, besides the sex.
Oh, you're really putting me.
Are any of them as good friends as he was?
No.
No.
No, absolutely not.
And is that like you'll never be able to replace this?
Never. Never. Not in a
So
million.
is it worth it to have like a shag? Which is, you know, or like that kind of whatever they do that makes you feel, you know, kind of desirable. But the thing is, here's your choice. You get somebody who's really into you, you know, physically,
Yeah.
but then they're gone.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's always here.
Right.
So, but I'm not in a relationship.
Right. Do you want a
So,
relationship? Do you think there's a male out there that's heterosexual that can be your best friend?
No.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Thank you very much. Where's Mr. Gay UK here? And how do you, what do you get if you win Mr. Gay UK?
You get the title. So
I guess a lot of sex for the next 10 years.
No, not at all. Not
No.
at all. You can shag about, but there's no point doing that. Because
Right.
it's against the sort of ethics that you've got about it.
Oh, you're like Miss America. You're not to throw it. You can't throw it around once you got the crown.
You can do, but it depends on your own personal achievements.
Right.
And your own goals.
Oh, we're being very serious now. And what are your personal goals then, Mr. Gay, whatever you are? What is it? What's the title? What are your ethics then? Gay UK.
Mr. Gay UK.
Yeah. And what do you have to do to get that part?
For the first time last year, it was actually done through a phone vote, and it was actually.
Where did you show
voted
yourself?
In Manchester
Right.
initially.
And how did you show yourself?
Just with my underwear on.
All right. So it's based on talent.
And then you have a little write up, and then you go around to different events, actually promoting yourself.
Showing your.
Yeah, showing yourself. I was actually talking to people.
Do you talk? Oh, you actually use that orifice. No, but what did you start off as? Like, what were you before that?
Before that, I was in the Air Force. Did that for 7 years.
And what happened there?
They kicked me out for being gay.
How did they find out you were gay?
A lad that I started seeing, just after I'd sort of come out to all my family and friends, a lad I started seeing...
In the Air Force?
No, back in Manchester. He decided that it'd be better for me not to be in the Air Force.
Oh, he decided.
So he actually told the Air Force that I was gay.
What's his name?
His name was Gareth.
Gareth. Where does he live? I mean, how angry are you if you practice, you know, if you study to be in the Air Force?
At the time, I thought.
On you?
At the time, I was quite happy with it because my family and friends all knew. They were all calm about it, and it was like a way of release. I thought, great, you know, I can be myself now. But then I remember one evening he said, look, I want a bit of space, you know, because I ended up sort of moving in with him straight after being kicked out. So I gave him the night to himself and thinking, right, I'll just go back the next morning. So I went back the next morning and found his ex-boyfriend's car in the car park.
So Gareth grassed on you and then cheated on you.
Yeah, with his
suddenly doing the
ex-boyfriend.
Springer show. We hate Gareth. Yeah, but
don't
now
do
that you're
Gareth.
Mr. Gay, whatever it is,
Yeah.
isn't that ultimate revenge? I mean, where is Gareth?
I haven't got a clue.
Nothing. He's Gareth. Okay, please welcome my next guest. She was a star of 4 Carry On films, also the star of Terry and June, and absolutely fabulous, June Whitfield. Hi. There she is. Hello. June, many questions. There's, I read the book. June wrote a book. Also wrote a book about her inner anxieties. June had no depressions, did you? And you didn't do drugs, so what's in the book?
I'm terribly sorry, Ruby. You've got a very dull guest.
Yes. Could you make it up, June?
Make it up, make it up.
No, but what was the drug of your day? What was the...
Cigarettes. Du Maurier, I think. Anybody? No, they're all too young. They wouldn't even remember. My mother smoked Cravenet.
Oh, I know Cravenet.
You know Cravenet?
Yes.
And, yes, I fell for Du Maurier.
That was the thing to be done.
Well, that was the thing to be done, you know.
Well, it just happens.
Yeah.
What's the fad of your time?
That's
Do you have
right.
a drink of choice?
Pardon?
What do you have drink of choice? What do you drink? What do you...
Do you drink?
What do I drink?
Yeah.
Vodka.
Vodka,
Vodka,
yeah. Straight.
And soda, because it's less fattening.
And you wrote a diary since when?
About 1942. I wrote a lot of diaries, and I thought when I was going to write the book, right, that's easy. I got the diaries, no trouble. And when I started looking at them, they said things like, rehearsal, 10 o'clock. Nothing.
Nothing else, no. Did you think they'd be more interesting?
Well, I thought they might say something.
Yeah.
I mean, war in Europe over, hooray.
Did you think you'd be an actress?
I always thought I would. My mother was a very keen amateur actress, and I went to dancing school at the age of 3½, and people would say, oh, she'll go on the stage, and I thought, yeah, I will.
But your mother was really glamorous.
Oh, my mother was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. So and her father would never let her be an actress because he thought they were all rogues and vagabonds.
Did she mind when you got successful? Because sometimes when there's a really good-looking mother...
No, I really don't think she did. I mean, she made it as easy for me as possible. And I had a grandmother who made all the clothes, which was wonderful.
Was there anything wrong with anybody in your family? No, they're all... it's a well-adjusted... It's like Jennifer Saunders.
It's a bit sad,
it's a freaky
isn't it?
thing, these well-adjusted comedians.
I know.
When you worked with Tony Hancock and Peter Sellers, you said they were killed by comedy.
Well, no,
well,
they were...
speaking of depressives.
Yes, they... Tony was never satisfied with what he did. He always thought he should be doing something better. I don't quite know what he thought it should be. Everybody adored him, everybody told him how wonderful he was, but he couldn't accept it. I think he was a depressive. That's the answer.
Don't you think with acting, though, like, you have to sort of undo yourself and then reconstruct yourself as someone else? And that construction process does make you insecure in a way, don't you find that sometimes that acting is very insecure in business?
I'm not that sort of actress, Noel Coward said, learn the lines and don't bump into the furniture, and that's me.
Except you said you were funny so nobody would laugh at you, which is interesting.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, there we go.
Oh, yes. At drama school, I never really wanted to play any serious roles, any leading lady roles.
You didn't?
Because I thought, I'm not leading lady material, and if I do it, they'll laugh at me anyway. So I might as well do something they'll laugh at. They're meant to laugh at.
So a teeny bit of insecurity
Lack
there.
of confidence.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But that's still carve a career out of that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And because the pressure isn't on you, maybe that's why you lasted. Because with a lot of these guys, who have their, who are in the limelight. Let's say Frankie Howard, Tony Hancock.
All of them.
What about Frankie Howard? It said he anguished about being gay.
He didn't really anguish to me. I mean, he might have anguished. I think I think there was part of him that would have loved to have had a man-woman relationship, but I don't think it ever came to the fore. I think he...
So it was something you'd have to hide back then?
Well, it wasn't really so much talked about. I mean, you knew your friends were gay or they weren't gay, but nobody rushed about having marches.
But would it affect your career?
Having a gay march. I mean, that was... I had two very good gay friends who sadly aren't with us anymore, but they would never have dreamed of going on a march. They would rather have died than sort of,
wave that flag.
Wave that flag.
What about Kenneth Williams then?
Kenneth, I never knew really well. I did one radio thing with him, but he was a bit strange. I mean, he was always on,
Yeah.
He was always, having a go.
And Barbara Windsor, you were like an orphan with her? What was
I was, excuse me,
Oh.
I had a row.
She had no lines?
Barbara was an orphan. Yes, she had songs, and she probably had an odd line.
What was the show?
The show was Love from Judy. It was a musical version of Daddy Longlegs.
What was she like?
Very good, very talented. I mean, you noticed her in amongst the orphans. And the thing that made me laugh was that as the show went on, the orphans had to leave because they grew up and they grew out. And so once they started getting a bit grown up, they had to go when they get other orphans in. Barbara lasted the whole time. Next time I saw her was about a year later or something at the Pigalle nightclub. And Barbara was all to the fore. And I said, Barbara, I said, where'd you get those? You know, you lasted longer than any of the orphans. I said, you know, what happened? She said, I used to bind them up, didn't I?
Were you a tart? I mean, did you play tarts?
I never had the chance.
Well, in the Carry On films, what were you?
I was always usually the wife or girlfriend of Ken Connor.
Right.
And
were you funny?
I was always rather po-faced.
You're good at po-faced.
Yeah. I was, I can't remember my names. Agatha Blunt or something, you know, it was that sort
That's
of
what's
character.
so funny about you, though, when because you play it so straight and you're so sincere in such an obviously either awkward or funny, whatever situation, you play it so straight. That's what makes it so funny.
She knows.
Well,
no, I know.
Comedy is a serious business.
Money on this.
You know.
And then you did Thatcher.
Oh, I'm so sorry that she's gone. I mean, she was a joy during the headlines. She was in nearly every week. It was such fun.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Did you like that? Don't bother to stand, just kneel.
Then how did you, was there a lull before you got in Ab Fab? Or were you always kind of under the surface?
Well, there wasn't really a lull. You see, I worked an awful lot with Terry Scott. I did
in Terry and June.
Television. It started as Happy Ever After, then became Terry and June.
Did you think that show was funny? Be honest.
I thought Terry was funny.
Right.
I thought he was...
I didn't understand it. I'm being honest.
Well, you see, it was about...
But it had 20 million viewers, so who am I to say?
Suburban life, and it was gentle humor.
To me, between the two, you and Ab Fab is a masterpiece.
Well, I tell you what, One Foot in the Grave, I have always thought was an extension of Terry and June.
Yeah.
It's about two people, children have gone up, left home, they're on their own. That was the premise of it.
Don't you wish you were in One Foot in the Grave?
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm very happy with Ab Fab.
They love it in America as well, you know, Ab Fab. It's like...
So you're a gay icon now. Have you met a lot of people going...
I've heard gay icon.
Do they dress like you?
Pardon?
Do they dress like you?
Oh, no, I know Jennifer talked about the party in New York, and they all came. There was all men in drag as Patsy or Edina. And I believe I saw one cardigan. So somebody's mother.
Yeah. Somebody dressed that way for some strange reason.
Yeah.
And then you also appeared in an episode of Friends. You see, June.
Oh, yes.
I'd say you're coming into your own now.
That is a different ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, well, tell us.
Well, you know.
I wasn't on Friends.
I mean, the actors are wonderful.
And do they get along when the lights are out? Do they get along as people, the people in Friends?
As far as I know.
Didn't you snoop around?
You know, the thing that really made me laugh was that in the studio, which is at Wembley, outside each dressing room door was a security man. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? You know, we were all inside, and the audience
Did they insist on the security man?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
I think it's strange because, like, when I was working with Wesley would have three security guys.
Does that show
on
how
set.
famous you are? Like how many guys you got guarding you?
You know, you have kidnap risk, isn't
more
it?
people.
So you had 3 security guys on set.
Who's going to want Wesley Snipes in their house?
Very strange.
Okay, so what are you doing at the moment?
Can I say the name of the
name
play? The play is Bedroom Farce at the Aldwych Theatre, and I'm in it with Richard Bryars, and my daughter Susie is in it as well. But what started me off was, it's set in the 70s, and I found a pair of sort of satiny-looking pajamas and a dressing gown that I have had since the 70s. So I am wearing them in the plane. So it does pay, you see, to save
keep all
things.
this stuff. You're not a
never
fire
know.
hazard at home.
You never know, pardon? Oh, yes, I think so.
Are you as happy now as you ever were?
Well, I can't really say that because I lost my husband last year.
Oh, right, okay.
But, I mean, as far as work goes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed that there's another job. And that you should want me to come along and talk to you, Ruby.
Always want you on the sofa, June. Always want you on the sofa. Thanks for coming on the show.
You're more
Thank
than
you
welcome.
very much. Okay, so all this week we're going to be testing out wonder products from around the world, taking our inspiration from infomercials. Today we're going to test, my lovely assistant will tell you,
OxyClean.
OxyClean. So take a look at this.
Introducing OxyClean, the all-in-one miracle cleaner, stain remover, and brightener that's powered by the air we breathe and activated by the water we drink. OxyClean removes grape juice, coffee, tea, red wine, and pet stains, and even removes iodine stains quickly and easily. Welcome to the OxyClean Show.
This could be the most precious day of your life. Maybe your daughter, your granddaughter. I know you're married.
Yes.
You know what? What if you spill coffee or anything,
no,
right?
No.
What?
Okay.
You think I ruined that?
That's lace, Billy.
That's
You ruined
lace and
it.
satin. Well, OxyClean. It only knows one thing to do: attack the stains, but not hurt
I've got
any
to
of
see
the
this.
good things.
I've got
Look at
to
this.
see this. No
Look
way.
at this. Bam! It's gone. Look
Right
at this.
through
The
the
lace, the satin. It's taking it right out. A precious wedding dress. You save a wedding. OxyClean is a miracle in a bottle.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
If you got a tough stain, just pull out the OxyClean and it'll go away.
OxyClean takes out stains that no other cleaners have taken out of my carpets.
I love OxyClean. Couldn't do laundry without it.
So now I need the volunteers. Luke will help me. All right, and we're going to test it on you. All right, we got you, and you. Come on up. All right, put on your gloves. Put on the, thank you very much. OxyClean. We have our three lovely volunteers, and Luke will be my assistant. So now we're going to test, we're going to stain you, which is my favorite part of the show. And I'll talk like the guy. I think it's important to be butch when you are talking and have the finesse of the guy. Come over here, Luke. Come on. So we're going to put on... Have we got anything for pet stains? Because you know that happens to me all the time.
I can believe it.
The dog is always lifting his leg on me one way or the other.
Yeah, keep it loud, baby. Keep it loud.
Yeah,
Come on.
all right. You know when a bird drops that stuff on you, you just can't get the stain out? All right, Luke, you take the jam.
Jam,
Luke
there we
will do
go.
the jam. I will do the baked beans, and we will be covering you.
You want it over here?
Wherever you want it, darling.
You know when you
And
accidentally
here,
get a load of
thank
jam and put it like this?
You know how that happens to you when you're in... You know how that... All right, there. This side is jam.
Sound a bit overzealous at breakfast? Like this?
All right, and then... All right, guys, over the hands over the eyes. This is... All right.
Some savory.
A little savory. Go
Some
ahead.
savory.
Does anybody have a
Some
pet,
savory here.
please? I think it's so important to
Some
get the
savory
pet
here.
stains. Anybody hiding a gerbil? Come on, in this audience, you must have a couple up your sleeve. All right, now, could you remove your shirts because you can't use the lovely product Oxo. What is it? OxoClean on human flesh because it will burn you alive. Then Luke, my lovely assistant, will hold it up, and now let's see if it'll remove those stains. All right,
This
here
is a
we
typical
go.
breakfast kind of shirt.
All right. Oop. Oh, almost blinded myself. All right. Let's see if it removes it. And
This is modern art.
nope, not at all. All right, next victim, please. Hold that shirt up
There you
and
go.
let's see if it removes ketchup stains. Maybe it only works with the pit stains.
Yeah,
no,
this is what you- there you
stains
go.
pointing toward me and see if they... You know, it is going. I have to be honest. It is going.
This is
It's a miracle. It's a,
Yeah.
look how beautiful that is.
Can't see it.
All right, and the third shirt, let's see how it works on yellow. Of course, if you do get the pet stain on this color, it actually won't show.
There we go.
All right, and there we go, and it has not
work.
budged those suckers. Off you go, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks very much. Off you go. Well, thank you. Anybody else want to take their shirt off? No, just Luke. Okay, so I think I've proved my point that it's terribly important to have a guest like Luke on the show so that when you're finished after this exhausting day, you can go and snog with someone.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, off we go.
Ruby's back tomorrow. Double EastEnders tonight from 8 on BBC One with Ricky and Bianca in deep trouble in the special at 8:30. And next after the news, BBC One calls in the Big Strong Boys.